Brawling Bobby Crabtree brings the confidence that comes with a 7-bout winning streak into the ring, but he does it in a dangerous fashion. A cruising style that doesn't feature a backward step. The southpaw from Fort Smith has gone inside and been caught, even been to the canvas. But the wily veteran can bring it with the best of them, scoring 38 knockouts while tangling with many of the division's top attractions. He finds himself in the spoiler role once again in tonight's main event, as former WBC champion Trevor Berbick brings his excellent credentials into the ring while standing on the threshold of some heavyweight paydays. Berbick feels he belongs at the top, but has to begin pounding his name back into the upper echelon by making use of the pummeling left hook and clever combinations that made him a champion. Berbick is looking to win big. He knows he has to leave a lasting impression with anyone that stands in his way. Crabtree and Berbick, they meet in Miami on Beach Brawl 2 on Prime Network tonight. From the Diplomat Hotel and Resort in Hollywood, Florida, Prime Network is proud to present Beach Brawl 2, our main event. Former heavyweight champion of the world, Trevor Berbick, against the veteran, Bobby Crabtree. And good evening, everybody. I'm Jeff DeForest, joined by the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. We should have a great program for you this evening, headlined by our main event. The former heavyweight champion of the world, Trevor Berbick, against the veteran, Bobby Crabtree. And Ferdy, this looks like it's going to be a good one.
Well, at least it's going to be a big opening for Trevor Berbick to step back into the big money. Right now, he's at the very back of the pack. He needs an impressive win here.
And an intriguing undercard as well, headlined by Lindsey Morgan and So on the card tonight, we've got Trevor Berbick and Bobby Crabtree, and our main event, Trevor Berbick, the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world. Main event tonight, as we said, Trevor Berbick has a shot to go somewhere in the heavyweight division, maybe not all the way back to the championship, but at least hit pay dirt once again.
Well, this is a good litmus test for him. Hey, if he can't get past Crabtree, then he has no business looking for $1 million, and he has to get past him in good fashion to be seriously considered. But if he knocks him out and looks good doing it, then Holyfield will start to think in terms of this guy as a fight. Berbick could make himself $2-3 million down the line.
And Crabtree, the consummate veteran, been in there with a lot of good fighters over his career, been up and down the heavyweight ranks.
Well, he's got a streak going of 7 fights. It has to be said they're rather nondescript opponents, and a guy that has fought that many fights and lost that many has got to be considered a trial horse or an opponent. But he is a tough one now, coming off 7 straight wins.
Boxing tonight under the Florida state rules, 10-point must system in effect, scored by the 3 judges at ringside. 3 knockdown rule also in effect. No standing 8 count, and a fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round. Good card coming up tonight from the Diplomat Hotel in Hollywood, Florida. The fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco, and Jeff DeForest will be right back with our first bout after these messages. Leaning in Hollywood, Florida, Crabtree in the white, Berbick in the black trunks. The mystery. Good left hand by Bobby Crabtree. He finds a place for it once again on Berbick's jaw.
The mystery on Crabtree, how is that nose of his so straight after all these thundering beatings he's taken?
That wild cow milking must build some stamina and some tough skin, too. Bobby Crabtree, a brawler, and he's giving Trevor Berbick all he wants now, as he answered back with that one haymaker from the skies.
Trevor will lose interest if he doesn't get this guy out of there in a hurry and let him get brave, and that's what's happening with Crabtree. No end of guts on part of Crabtree. He slipped just then as he went to throw a punch, and it didn't have any effect.
And to his credit, he's taken the fight to Trevor Berbick in round 3. Oh, terrific left hand gets hit by Crabtree. And Berbick, good shot underneath by Berbick. Found a solution to that lead left.
Yeah. That's like, hey, wait a minute, you can't keep doing that.
Crabtree is southpaw, a very awkward fighter, and Trevor Berbick was known throughout his career for his awkward style. Had the good left hook and a rock-hard chin throughout most of his fights, even though we saw him go down 3 times with 1 blow to Mike Tyson.
Well, Crabtree should definitely not get on the ropes and let Trevor Berbick pummel him. Should stay out here. He's doing all right.
A good body shot after the left hook missed to the head. Crabtree tries to answer back, but he's in a little bit of a shell right now.
Crabtree giving Trevor Berbick all he wants. He's on an even basis with him.
Saw some blood from the nose of Bobby Crabtree. That appears to have stopped. Good job by Bo Williford in the corner. We're in the final minute of round 3. The 2 tangled on the ropes. It's been a good one.
Come on, Bobby, don't hold.
He's got to get off those ropes. Crabtree's got to get off the rope. Can't stay there.
Berbick slow in setting up his shots, but Crabtree not giving him any reason to go with the jab and pity pat away.
Now here's where his corner should be screaming, get off those ropes. Move to the middle of the ring. That's it. Move out there. Crabtree doing very well.
Coming to the final moments of the third round, we're scheduled for 10 heavyweights,
which have seen Berbick let Crabtree get back into this fight.
And he's getting brave as we come to the close of the third round of this heavyweight matchup.
Well, I think it was about the third time that I'd played Quinto, and it looked to me like I had a winner. I wasn't wearing my glasses, and I couldn't quite make the ticket out. So I gave it to the clerk, and she got real excited. She said I just matched 5 out of 5, and I just won $100,000. Boy, I wish I could have seen the look on her face.
Quinto, even if you don't win the big one, you can still win big.
If you're looking for excellent gas mileage in a sporty car, you need to come to CV Chevrolet and see us. We've got 20...
Set for round 4. These are heavyweights. Trevor Berbick, the former WBC champ of the world in the black. Bobby Crabtree giving Berbick all he wants in the white trunks. He drops to his knees and looked like a slip. Punched him while he was...
That was not due to a punch. It was sort of a sag down. I mean, his knee kind of went on him. It wasn't anything because
of him down. And we go to Ferdy's scorecard after 3 rounds, and it's closer than we thought.
27-29 with Trevor Berbick leading because of that big round in the first, but he let Crabtree get back into this fight in the third round and actually was doing much of the leading and the punching.
Trevor Berbick scored a knockdown towards the closing seconds of the first round of this fight. Bobby Crabtree answered back with a huge left hand that came right through the middle. In round 2, the third round was pretty even, and here we are in round 4 with Berbick on the ropes.
Well, you got it. It's a whoa shot.
And that had a message to it.
Why is he still standing? I mean, that almost put him out there on Collins Avenue. What a shot.
Crabtree with an anvil for a head. Berbick pounded it with a sledgehammer there.
Well, you got to give a tremendous medal to Bobby Crabtree for grittiness and gutsiness. My gosh, there's no dog in this guy. He's in there trying his best. He's not folding. He's not collapsing. He's given as much as he can to Trevor Berbick. Trevor tried as hard as he can to impress. Hey, this could be the first step toward financial solvency if he looks good.
Crabtree coming back. Berbick with a left hook to the body. And we see Crabtree doubling up, and he answers big right hands to the head. This could be it. He's got Crabtree measured. Crabtree not fighting back at all. Bernie Soto taking a look at him as he sags on the ropes. Berbick calls it timeout, throws another punch.
Trevor is trying to figure out what will land on this guy. Even when it lands on the gloves, it's going through the gloves and hitting Crabtree. Now, Crabtree's been knocked out by everybody in the world.
Oh, 3 big shots in a row. They all got home to the chin of Crabtree. Comes back to the body, and this looks like the end of it.
Yeah, Soto, the referee, could very well stop this fight.
Crabtree hasn't thrown a shot. This is 15, 16 unanswered blows. Berbick looks to the referee. We're in the closing seconds of round 4, and you could make a case for stopping it.
Yeah, this is no contest here. But as long as he fights back, as long as he throws something, Soto's staying.
Shot over the head misses, and Crabtree tries to throw something to stay in this fight. Here's a guy that's been on the ropes for 2.5 minutes, taking a pounding. Short right hand to the chin, the end of round 4. And Trevor Berbick reassumes command. We'll go back to the corner of Bobby Crabtree and see if he's got anything left.
You all right? Yeah. If you do it again, I'm stopping the fight. God damn it, that's crazy.
You gotta start boxing with this guy.
On this guy.
You gotta box. You're trying to wang with him. You gotta box.
You're just standing there. You gotta
move.
punch.
You gotta box.
How you doing, buddy? Could be better, you know. Is this Christmas? No.
All right, you're okay.
Bobby,
Right hand, everything that bounces off the glove somehow, watch it, affects Crabtree. He goes right through the glove and affects, and every once in a while, when he's tired of doing that, he hits his side, which then brings the gloves down, more pounding. Now, you got to say that he's got some kind of chin, has Bobby Crabtree. I'm just wondering how everybody else knocked him out, because Berbick can punch, and he has not moved him.
There you see Trevor Berbick poised to throw the right hand. Hasn't been able to solve this guy in terms of putting him away, but he certainly took control of that fight in round 4. Crabtree, a pretty creditable showing for a guy with no footwork, no jab to speak of, and
no record to speak of.
I didn't want to be the one to sit it.
What he's got is heart, and boy, he has taken a mammoth shellacking in the 4th round. Berbick should be getting disappointed and frustrated and tired.
This is round 5. We are scheduled for 10. This is a fight that didn't figure to go the distance. Bobby Crabtree got some advice in his corner, said, listen, you got to start boxing this guy or doing something, or we're going to throw in the towel pretty soon.
Well, Williford told him since the first time, get off the ropes. As soon as you're on the ropes, jump off, because that's where he's going to kill you. See, out, that's what he's got to do. That is what he's got to do to survive.
It's Bernie Soto in the center of the ring. He took a very close look at Bobby Crabtree, gave him all the benefits of the doubt in round 4, because he could have very easily stopped it, not had anybody angry here in the crowd.
Now, Bernie was a fighter for a long time. He likes to give fighters every advantage, but he was looking at it very closely.
On the ropes once again, and Crabtree takes a couple of blows, comes back now, and throws that left hand. A southpaw hasn't been very effective at all with the right, but the left's gotten home a couple of times, and it is a heavy punch. Berbick, big left hand, and that rocks Crabtree into the corner. Follows with the right, measures him now.
This should be about the last hurrah for Crabtree.
And that's it. Crabtree goes down. It does not look like we need to count on this one. Bernie Soto goes through the motions nonetheless, but Crabtree doesn't appear like he's getting up. Crabtree counted out in round 5. Trevor Berbick, the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, gets on track as he tries to come back and fit his way into the heavyweight mix. Good hand for Bobby Crabtree. Gave it a very game effort, and you can't take anything away from this kid in the guts department.
You can't do much more than that. 2 left hooks, a right hand, on top of hundreds of punches that landed. I mean, hundreds must have landed on this guy. So he really took it, and all credit to him. Overmatched, I think. I don't think that his record justifies putting him in with Trevor Berbick, but...
Relax a while.
Well, let's look at the final moments of a gritty and game opponent. Crabtree taking every shot until he can't take anything else, and you know right there, it's just almost pointless to punch anymore. Right hand. You can see wind up when a guy with the muscles, like you can see on the back of Berbick, winds up with a right hand. There's nobody can take that kind of punch. Nobody. So Bobby Crabtree did not disgrace himself. A proud moment for him in defeat, because he really went way past what you could possibly think of. So now let's go to the ring announcer.
I didn't push him. My strength.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time 2 minutes even of the 5th round. The winner by knockout, Trevor Berbick.
Hey, you look good.
Trevor Berbick, your winner, a 5th round knockout over Bobby Crabtree, and some of those punches went right off the Richter scale as Trevor Berbick wound up and threw him from all different angles. He was able to hit Crabtree virtually at will. We did see Crabtree get off a couple of good blows. Trevor Berbick looks like he's got a little swelling around the eye, but a victory nonetheless. We'll be back with more from the Diplomat Hotel in Hollywood, Florida. Beach Brawl 2 on the Prime Network continues after this timeout.
Hurry, Dad, they're biting.
And at Hotel and Resort in Hollywood, Florida, Trevor Berbick, a very impressive victory this evening. The Diplomat Hotel and Resort in Hollywood, the place to stay when you're in South Florida. And let's go up and meet our winner, Trevor Berbick, with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco.
Well, I've seen you in some tough nights, but this guy gave you a tough night.
Yeah, Ferdy, first I want to thank God for his strength and health and taking me through all the tribulation and take the mystery out of my life. I could come in here and in the condition I haven't run in a week and still perform like this. It shows God is on my side. So I want to thank him and go on. The guy came to fight. I said to myself, Lee didn't know nothing about it, my trainer. I said, hey, I'm going to go out there and give the guy a chance to punch and see if I can fight. I took a couple, but I knew where it was coming from. And I said, hey, just a matter of time. I hit him. I tried to stop the fight. But, you know, hey, it didn't. And he continued to come on. So I said, sooner or later, pretty soon, once it started to go to the body, he was going to go down. I just didn't want to hurt the guy with a headshot. That's what I was concerned about, the headshot.
Trevor, it looked like in the third round he hit you one shot that stopped you for a moment. You came back and so forth. Yeah, but it looked like there was one shot he landed that was pretty good.
Every time in the fight, you're going to get with a shot that you never really see, and going to take you off your guard momentarily and surprise you. It's for you to say, snap back, move back. Normally, if it was a different guy, I would have boxed him. But I said, well, you know, because it's southpaw, let's say the brawl, let's make it a brawl. So that's what I really try to do, you know?
We're going to try to show you on a monitor what this, what the final few minutes, and you tell me what you're thinking. That's the final right hand. Now watch the series. Down to the body.
Well, I really want to hurt him in the body. Really, I didn't want to try to hurt him in the head because I see he was exposed to my right hand, and I don't want to, you know, I want to bust the rib up and get a heel back, not the head.
Let me ask you something, Trevor. How in the world can this guy with this many knockouts, he's been knocked out by a bunch of people, have such a straight nose? I thought you'd put his nose on. How come he's got a straight nose?
Because he fight the wrong side and he does something funny, you know. But it's okay. I tell you, the guy can go places, but with me, it was just the amount of time. You know, it's strange. I didn't get a warm-up, but it was perfect.
All right, when are you going to go again? Just tell me when you're going
to go. in 2 weeks.
All right, and a confident Trevor Berbick, happy with his night's work, and now back to ringside. And Jeff.
Well, Trevor Berbick was wired right tonight. A fifth-round knockout over the brawling Bobby Crabtree. We'll be back with more from the Diplomat Hotel in Hollywood, Florida, as the Beach Brawl 2 continues.
Listen to this.
Back live to the Diplomat Hotel and Resort in Hollywood, Florida. This is Beach Brawl 2, and we just saw an impressive knockout by Trevor Berbick.